If you look at the news, the economy is thriving, unemployment is low, and the GDP is climbing. But if you look at your bank account, it feels like the walls are closing in. We're told the recession is coming, or maybe we'll have a soft landing. But history tells a different story. In 2008, the world was already ending for months before the experts officially admitted it. Today, we aren't waiting for a recession. We're living in a metric mirage. Let's talk about the strong job market. The government says unemployment is around 4.4%, but that number is a ghost. It ignores the 1.6 million Americans who simply gave up looking for work after the pandemic. More importantly, it ignores job quality. When a full-time professional is laid off and forced to take 2 part-time gig jobs to survive, the government's spreadsheet shows 1 job lost, 2 jobs gained. On paper, that's growth. In reality, that's a middle-class collapse. We've traded benefits and stability for 4.4 million people trapped in part-time work because they can't find anything else. Media outlets brag about resilient consumer spending. But how are we spending? Since 2020, cumulative inflation has spiked over 25%. To keep up, we've turned to plastic poison. For the first time, credit card debt has hit a staggering $1.28 trillion, with interest rates hovering at a brutal 22%. We aren't spending because we're rich. We're borrowing to cover the basics. Meanwhile, our safety net, the personal savings rate, has been sliced in half, from 8% down to just 4.5%. This isn't a thriving economy. It's a car running on its last drop of oil. Why the disconnect? It comes down to Goodhart's law. The moment a metric becomes a target, it stops being a good metric. Our leaders are no longer trying to improve our lives. They are trying to manage the numbers. They optimize for the headline unemployment rate, the headline GDP, and the headline inflation index. They've painted over the cracks in the foundation so well that they've convinced themselves the house isn't leaning. The leading economic index has now declined for 6 straight months, the same red flag we saw before the 2001 and 2008 crashes. The official declaration of a recession won't be news. It will be a late autopsy of what you are experiencing right now. When the media celebrates, look at the debt. When they brag about jobs, look at the quality. The real economy leaves clues in your grocery bill and your stress levels, not in a government press release. The question isn't, when is the recession coming? The question is, now that you see the illusion, how will you prepare?